Hello friends, I'm Andrei Markov, and I'm excited to welcome you to the ABC of Drawing channel, where I teach you to draw almost everything. In this episode, we'll be drawing a puppy. At first glance, this task might seem a bit tricky, but it's not. Don't be afraid. I'm sure that with my guidance, you'll be able to successfully create a similar drawing. For this task, grab an A4-sized sheet of paper. It's better if the paper is sturdy and smooth. You'll also want a good soft pencil. I'll be using two pencils, a 2B and a 6B. Lastly, it might come in handy to have an eraser, preferably a kneaded one. Now, we've got a blank sheet of paper in front of us. Let's kick off the drawing by outlining the contour. I take a 2B pencil and sketch a circle slightly above the center of the sheet. If freehand drawing is tricky, you can use a tool like a compass for this. Moving on, we need to determine the line where the eyes will go. There are different methods, but I suggest this one. Divide the circle in half, and then split the lower half in half again. The lower line is the eye line. To make it easier, I've divided it into equal parts, and now we can draw the eyes. They're a bit more rounded compared to human eyes, so keep that in mind. Let's start by sketching the lower half of the muzzle. Begin with a supportive horizontal line at the bottom and mark 2 points on it as a guide. This makes it easy to draw the lower part of the head. Now, outline the tip of the nose. As a reference, draw a line in the middle between the circle and the bottom horizontal line. The nose is done. Next, draw the ears, paws, and erase the auxiliary lines. The first stage of the drawing is complete. The contour is ready. Let's move on to the next stage. Now, detail the eyes and the tip of the nose with color. Begin with the eyes, but I'll start with drawing the outlines of the eyebrows and a few reference lines. Dog eyes are a bit different from human eyes, so we may keep it simple. We will use a 6B pencil for all the following steps. The first thing to do is to shade the puppy's eyes uniformly with a gray color. Note that I won't shade the highlight. To give these eyes a sparkle, we'll add a few dark spots here. One eye is ready, so let's draw the second one. The eyes turned out well, so let's move on to the tip of the nose. Like the eyes, I'll first shade it with a gray color, and then add shadows. The main expressive parts of the drawing are ready, so it's time to work on the puppy's fur. This will be the next stage of the process. We'll create the first layer of hatching, outlining the basic color spots and the overall texture of the fur. To help you understand how to hatch, you'll see two diagrams on the screens. The first shows the directions and length of the strokes, while the second displays the main color spots. So, let's start hatching around the eyes. Note that I'm leaving a small area around the eyes without hatching. The first side is done, so let's move on to hatching around the left eye. Now, we'll shade the nose and move on to hatching the forehead and ears. Don't forget to follow the diagrams during this stage. I'll remind you that Diagram 1 will help you understand the directions and length of the strokes, while Diagram 2 will guide you in terms of color. Sometimes, during the drawing process, graphite smears over areas that don't require hatching. Therefore, I recommend erasing such spots from time to time with an eraser. At the end of this stage, we just need to shade the puppy's paw, erase any inaccuracies, and dirty spots. Congratulations, the first layer of hatching is complete. It was a challenging task, and I hope you managed it well. Now let's smudge the strokes a bit. For this, I suggest using a clean, dry cloth. With light, careful movements without pressure, let's blend the strokes on the paper. In some places, the blending went beyond the boundaries of the drawing, but that's okay. It can easily be fixed with an eraser. Well, the work on the drawing is coming to an end, and now the most interesting stage begins. Our puppy looks pale and plain, so let's add colors to make it brighter, more contrasting, and lively. We will work exactly the same way as in the previous stage, darkening the drawing in specific areas with individual strokes following the fur direction. There we go, the puppy is ready. But that's not all. To make the drawing even better, let's draw a shadow cast by the puppy. We'll start by drawing this shadow with parallel horizontal strokes. Now, these strokes need to be blended as much as possible. It looks good, but we can make it even better. For this, I'll take a harder pencil and start shading the strokes like this. Note that the shadow near the puppy is darker, and the transition from shadow to light is very smooth. This creates a volumetric effect in our drawing. Well, that's it. The work is complete. All that's left is to put your signature. I hope everything turned out well for you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments under this video. I want to remind you the aim of this channel is to improve your drawing skills. Check out my other videos. There are many useful tutorials like this. Check them out and learn. That was all for today's video. I wish everyone success and good luck. Don't forget to subscribe. Until next time.